Different stream, horizontal. Man, get the hell out of here. Blanket. Get slacking on doing my or the laundry. All right, let us check the live stream chat. Oh no, turn that on. Okay. Hey Ralphie, how's it going? I'm not all that paired yet. Still trying to set up, but I got my rock and chat is in a weird spot. So I got my rocks. I was hoping to make it easier to see. Just finished tidying up my messy table. Yeah, I have a messy table also. Uh, and I didn't do a very good job of tidying up here. But okay, so we have rocks. Oh, I thought you know what? I was gonna use OBS. Oh well, I didn't think about that. Um, Let me grab a paper towel. It's full of broken leads and eraser bits. Can I get rid of this heart thing? Because I cannot see. No, no, cannot see. Oh, it's because let's see. And so, whoops. All chat, all messages are visible. I want to hide the emojis. How do I hide the emojis? Oh man. Okay, I don't know. I've forgotten how to do it. But assuming you guys can hear me, thank you for joining me in the chat, Ralphie. Um, Says eraser pulp and the mess I gained from sharpening my pencils. Sounds like a typical artist station. Yeah, it's always smart to clean up afterwards, but sometimes you just get so engrossed in what you're doing, and afterwards you might be tired and you just don't want to deal with any of that, and so we just let our kind of spaces go. Um, I have a few rocks right here. Hopefully, you're gonna finish Our Lady later on. You're just cleaning up. Now, I'm trying to figure out, do I seal these rocks first? Should we should we go online and see how other people are handling um, what's the best technique for painting on rocks? How about that? What is the best technique when painting on small rock? or stones. Stones. We'll use stones. Let's see. The best technique for painting on small stones is to first prepare and clean them. Then use a primer or base coat for a smooth surface. Then use thin, fine tip brushes or dotting tools for details and applying acrylic paints in thin layers, allowing each to dry before adding the next. Finish with the sealant to protect your work. Clean wash stones thoroughly with soapy water to remove dirt and allow them to dry completely. Well, I just used water. Here in the Philippines, especially, to my fellow Filipino artists, shout out to you. They would get their hands on painting the stones with anything they want to draw. Stone paintings are usually projects in schools. Yeah, this is kind of a just doing some stuff to have uh, for sale. You know what? I'll be right back because I want to grab. I do have some clear gesso, and maybe I got some regular gesso. So we'll start with those first. Okay. Barnett. Hard sandable gesso. Ooh, hard sandable hard gesso. Uh, we have clear gesso. Oh yeah, there it is. Clear gesso. All right. So we got two different kinds of gesso. We have a clear acrylic gesso. It's liquid text. Of course, it's going to be backwards, right? I figured out why things are backwards in people's streams. So if you're using uh, the screen side to film, it causes things to be flipped. If you use the camera side, then everything is normal. And I don't know why they haven't um, come up with uh, a fix for this. So I don't think you can really do anything to fix that. All right, guys. So we need a little palette. We have a little takeout, sushi takeout container. Do we have another one? We'll use this one down below. Or I can use the lid. I can use the lid and put some gesso in there. And this label is coming off. And I don't think I have any tape. So let's try the clear first. Oh, of course the lid breaks or was already broken. Let's see, is this stuff? So it comes out looking white, but it's supposed to dry clear. The other one we have is this. Sorry, it's backwards. It's golden sandable hard gesso. Um, so I'm not sure when they say hard gesso. Sorry about that. Yeah, break the seal. Um, if that means it'll be an issue on the stones. So let's use this brush. And we'll need water. We have this wet paper towel, but we need a dry paper towel for when we need to clean the brush off. So we'll take our stone here. Let's move these other stones out of the way. Move this out of the way. And then we'll take our gesso and just kind of brush it on, get into those little crack areas. It's not completely smooth. So the problem is getting the whole entire thing, I think, in one go. Wish I had my hair dryer in here. Do I? I don't know if this one. Oh, shoot. There goes. There goes my fan. We do have that hair dryer. I hope that didn't break my fan. Okay, so we'll just brush. Sorry, guys. Forget where the camera is aimed. So I guess since this is kind of sandable, I can just kind of do a generous layer of it. And I really don't want to touch it too much. Not that it matters if I can sand it. It's kind of cracked. Man, some of these got cracked up. That's what I get for just like big box, s- big box home supply stores. Um, but yeah, that's where I bought this big old bag of beach stones. It was 12 bucks. Not sure how many pounds, but there are a lot of rocks in this bag. They say thin layers, so thin, thin layers. So I have no ideas what to put on my rocks, but when I Googled it, people are doing some pretty intricate stuff on their rocks. So I don't know. Do I make it look like uh the rocks you see that kids make in school? Um okay. Gotta move them out of the way. Got some flat ones. These would be good for a cool design or some kind of like phrase or saying, something inspirational. Is that what I do? And you know what? This is probably a first for me, guys. Contrary to popular belief, I don't know everything. I don't know a lot of things, so you get to see it here first. Rock fails. Rock fails. I didn't really wash these. I just wiped them off. So whatever residue was left on these is going to get mixed in with the gesso, my primer. But this might be kind of cool. My wife suggested this to me uh, for things to have for sale at the art fair coming up in a couple weeks. I also want to print off some stickers stuff and definitely try to get some more little small prints of my work made. I don't know. I might bring some big paintings, but people don't usually, they're not really into the bigger works. But, you know, it's hard to say what's gonna sell. But smaller, more inexpensive things, little mementos, people like that. And I got to take into account this is a small town in Midwest Iowa, in the more rural areas. So, people aren't looking to buy big elaborate paintings. Okay, we got a few more. There's some broken ones in here too. You know, we can do them all if we got time. I don't know how late I'll be up tonight. I don't have to work in the morning, but I do in the afternoon, 3 p.m. So, try and get up a little early. I think my wife has to get up at 6 or 8 to work remotely again. So if I get up with her, I can probably come in here and work on some more rocks. At least get them prepped and maybe figure out what kind of stuff to do on them. Maybe take some uh, follower suggestions or people in chat suggesting stuff. Should I do a poll? Come up with some ideas and poll them. Do a poll. So they say this stuff is sandable. Most gesso I feel like is sandable, but they probably make this so that it is more easily sanded. And remember, thin layers is what they were saying. Do some pet rocks. I could do the ones that are cracked and put crack because they're crack rocks. Don't do drugs. Don't do drugs, kids. Actually, there shouldn't be any kids watching my streams anyways, even though they do. Don't do drugs. They're a waste of time, money. They don't really get you anywhere. If they do get you anywhere, it's usually in trouble um, homeless, you won't have a whole lot of friends after a while. It might be fun in the beginning. You know, some people go through an experimental phase, but you got to be careful because it's dangerous stuff. So but you're better off not doing the drugs, even though pharmaceuticals sell you drugs over the counter at pharmacies. Not pharmaceuticals, but companies, but they provide the drugs that the pharmacies sell, but those are regulated. There's a difference. Government regulates the drugs and they prohibit the recreational drugs. Mhm. Okay, we're even paint or sealing this broken stone. Let me see, it's kind of broken. It's weird the camera not aiming at the things I want it to be aiming at. So we got a few of these rocks coated, coat rocks. Excuse me, guys. Had loaded nachos um for dinner from our favorite local Mexican place called Michoacanos. It's a little small little place that does some of the best in Des Moines. Wonder how long this is gonna take to dry. Do I gotta hit it with my hair dryer? Which one did I do first? Is this one, right? Okay. Somewhat dry. We need more sandable gesso. It feels like there's kind of like a grittiness. So there's something in it. Come on, you. Uh-oh, my earbud is gonna die here. Earbud it up with a new earbud, freshly charged earbud. And I remember, I don't know, like I remember various art classes through my schooling years. I know we did, early on you just do kind of like craft stuff or whatever. But I remember in high school, and I can't remember which year. Was it might have been 10th grade, my sophomore year. I was always taking, if I can't could, for electives, art classes because they're always the most fun for me because I could just make stuff. Yeah, this kind of has like a sandiness to it, which is good for paint to adhere to it. So I should have put these in a certain order, like the order in which they are like drying. This one still seems a little okay. I might have to do this where see if my this hair dryer that I have here will work. Do we have any? I don't think we have any plug-in spot in this bedroom, man. It's so only problem is the cord's not long enough. Gosh, dang it. The cord is not long enough to reach over here. I need to free up a spot, but I can't. I don't know which cord goes to what. Oh, you know what? I might. Nope, that's not gonna work. Don't think we have any other outlets. So, how do we handle this? First, clean off this brush. Oh, thanks for the like, guys. We got one like for painting rocks. We're not really painting, we're sealing rocks right now. God, I hate cat hairs everywhere. Okay. Let's see if we can get them to dry via the fan. Come on, fan. Oh well. Where's where's my stuff? We'll just have to make do. Should put this down. Dude, camera, why are you being a wiener? I gotta put it right in front of the green dot. On the green dot so you guys can see it. This almost needs to be angled down. You can see the rock. I was just about to make a rock joke, a Dwayne Johnson joke, but I will try to refrain from any Dwayne Johnson rock references. Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Okay. Okay, yes. I mean, that's not bad. I can sit here and keep doing that, and I'll just mess it up. Now, how to get that rock out of the way? Get that rock out of the way. You got this one. Painting rocks is nice and peaceful. Quite different from painting on a canvas, flat surface. No, don't get me wrong. I'm no stranger to painting on uneven surfaces, so that shouldn't be too big of a problem to tackle. Anybody out there painted rocks before? Let me know in the comments or in chat because we're live streaming, yeah. We are live and whoops. Live and coming direct from the middle of the United States. Come on, man, rock. Okay. Alright. Okay, how we doing? You doing okay? You guys doing okay out there? Doing okay out there? Okay, it's, come on. So they're not as slippery as they once were when they didn't have gesso on them. So we have this guy. This guy's still kind of wet. And how about this one? I can't remember what the order was. Okay. So this year I have a partner in crime who's going to come and uh, do the fair with me. I think he's been to a couple of them with me before, but it's been a long time. And he's making some Christmas stockings. Christmas stocking. He said it's kind he's gonna try and get like 5 of them done. I thought they were like the little teeny ones that you see on Christmas trees as ornaments, but no, he's doing some pretty decent sized ones. Okay, guys. Yeah, rocks are kind of tough. Rocks are built tough. Rock tough. Okay. Um, we got these ones. This one's still. You were hoping for abstract painting tonight. Then sorry to disappoint. Um, really need to get these started. My wife was sorely disappointed to find out the last few days I haven't started these. So figured might as well get them started. But we actually have something to show in a few days. I don't really know how long it's going to take me to do some of these rocks, but if I don't get too picky, then I should be okay. I wonder what I used this clear stuff on before because is it wood? Maybe some wood. Taking advantage of the clearness of this when it dries. There we go. So it says it dries clear, but it's not really glass clear. Maybe more frosted glass. All right, rock. Rock, you're probably pretty old. You're getting a facelift. Rock's like, why are you trying to decorate me? Do you know how old I am? Do you know how long I've been a rock? No, no. Maybe the rock enjoys a new look, especially if it's been looking like this for, I don't know, millennia. It could have been around in some rocky form in the dinosaurs roamed the surface. Hey guys. Wait, did I already do both sides of this one? Now I'm doing a second layer? Really? Okay, so we're getting our fingers in it though. All right, Rocky Balboa. Rocky and Bullwinkle. It's crazy. Okay. All right, guys. Which one of these is? Which one of these is? You said, I think it's gonna be for Sunday, right? What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm sorry, I missed what you were responding to. The art fair? The art fair is supposed to take place on a Saturday, the first Saturday of November. But if you're talking about something else, like my abstract painting stream or my next stream, if you're asking if it's pertaining to the next stream, I'll probably do one tomorrow morning. Maybe an evening stream on Saturday. Sunday, well, Sunday I work. I think I'm working 7 to 3. Oh yeah, if you're talking about the thing that Melody's doing, I'm gonna watch that. Uh, she said 3 p.m. I might be at work when that happens, so I have to sneak a peek on my phone. Sneak a peek on my phone because I'll be working till I think it's 7 to 3 on Sunday. For you, Ralphie, I think it would be like, whoops, shoes. Shoes. It'll be like sometime in the night. Let's see. Was it 13 hours difference from me? Which would be, if it's 3 p.m. there, it would be 3 a.m., maybe 4 a.m. Excuse me. Would it be 4 a.m. or is it 11 hours difference? So that'd be 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. in the morning. Be staying up late. 3 p.m. in the States is so a 12-hour difference. For some reason I was thinking it was like 13 or 1 hour more or 1 hour less. Mm. So a full 12-hour difference. Is that Pacific time? Like California time? So right now for me it is 10 p.m., just after 10 p.m., which is 2200 hours. Does that mean it's 10 a.m. where you're at? We have a few different time zones. We have I'm in the central. There's eastern. There's mountain. There's Pacific. Well, is it Pacific or is it West Coast? And then Pacific would be like Hawaii. It's 11. So yeah, there's a 13-hour difference from you and myself here in the Midwest. Who's doing what? My wife's probably like the dog needs to go outside. Oh no, what is she talking about? Mochi on a stick? I'm painting rocks, babe. Painting them rocks. How do I get this out of here? Dude, get that out of there. I'm trying to. Now she's like, oh, not this week, but in 2 weeks. Why is my mom? My mom was wondering when I was going to come up to Minnesota. That was an old message. Dawn in the Philippines. We do have different time zones. Oh, in the Philippines, you have a couple different time zones? Falling on a falling on a time zone line. You share Manila time. Manila, the Thrilla in Manila. Man, what is this? Something ended up in my rock. What cat hair? Ugh. All right. Wife doesn't realize how sensitive this is. Keen on these rocks. It's already 11 a.m. in the morning. Uh-oh. So you're not in Manila, but you share their time zone. The thriller of Manila. Come on, Rocky Balboa. I don't know. I'm not sure about this. I'm living in northern part of the Philippines. Oh, okay. So how far is that? How far are you from Manila? You said 7 hours? Okay. I didn't realize the size because I thought the Philippines were like a series of islands, but that could certainly be my American ignorance as to other states, nations. And what's going on here? We're like stuff is getting pulled off the rock versus being added to the rock. All right, Mr. rock. Maybe the other tons of islands. Just like my home state has, well, state I grew up in, which I consider my home state, but not my birth state, has thousands of lakes. Okay. Okay, once I apply this, I'm gonna take a little break because my wife wants, she must have just got off her shift, her working from home shift, and she wants a popsicle. She wants some popsicles. Plus, I need to clean this brush off before the gesso dries in it. All right. Not getting any more gesso out of that. Okay. And we will let the fan here hopefully dry. The fan will dry everything. Man, I wish I would have did the OBS because then I could have put it on uh, my break screen so people know what's going on, that I'm taking a break. So hopefully I won't be too long unless my wife wants to watch a show, which could be. So maybe I should just end the stream here. Let these rocks dry, and we can take a look at what their state is next time and see how many more layers we need to do of this, or if we should switch it to the white gesso, the hard sandable hard gesso. So all the gesso I have, I guess, is sandable. This one doesn't say that. It's just clear, transparent, but I'm assuming we'll find out. Liquid Text, I want to say it's somewhere in the middle of the road brand. There's Golden is more of like a higher end. But yeah, let me get this stuff out of the way. And we have our rocks. Man, these are tough. This one has a lot of, you can't really see it, but this one here has a lot of clear gesso on it. And I might have gunked it up. So, all right, guys, that's gonna be. Whoops, I gotta remember. Can't flip it. So that's gonna be a wrap for tonight. Thank you, Ralphie, for joining me. Everybody, if there's anybody in here, uh, go check out Ralphie's stream. Ralphie Draws on YouTube. And yeah, I will catch you all later. Thank you for joining me. What am I looking at? Why am I looking over here when the camera's right here? All right, guys, thanks for joining me on this adventure painting rocks or prepping rocks. All right, guys, have a good evening. Ralphie, have a good morning. And until next time, God, my hands is terrible. Y'all have a good day and bye for now. God, look at the camera. Why are you looking over here? Look at the camera. Bye, guys.